big question. Can Ramdev become the face of an anti-corruption movement? Can Baba Ramdev become the face of an anti-corruption movement? Joining us now, Manishankar Iyer, Member of Parliament and of the Congress, Tarun Vijay, Member of Parliament, spokesperson of the BJP, Kumar Ketkar, Chief Editor, Daily Divya Marathi, and Devinder Sharma, economist and a supporter of both Baba Ramdev and a member of Team Anna. Appreciate all of you joining us. Manishankar Iyer, can a Baba Ramdev, in your view, become a face of the anti-corruption movement in the country? He's drawn huge crowds today.
He can become the face of another flop show.
You believe it's a flop show? Despite the numbers of people that were there today, you are convinced that Baba Ramdev is a flop show?
There are 1.2 billion Indians. A few thousand does not even constitute an assembly constituency. I am a minor politician, but I have fought 6 elections. And in each of these 6 elections, I've had to appeal to something between 15 and 20 lakh people. And it's just one constituency. In a democracy, in 542 constituencies, you have to fight to be able to secure a majority. So I do not believe that these dramatic shows in Ramlila ground, which are grist to the TV mill, constitute a genuine expression of public opinion. And when Mr. Ramdev says that he has no desire to fight elections, which I hope is not the precursor, as it was in Anna Hazare's case, to saying that he will fight elections, doesn't matter, he's welcome to fight them. I am simply not impressed by a few thousand people turning up at the Ramlila grounds, not even a few lakh people turning up. This is irrelevant, and I just do not believe that these people have the agenda or the political sense or a sense of constitution and law to be able to make a constructive contribution. I hope my government continues to ignore them. They made the big mistake of giving them their time and attention last time, and that's what built them up. This time, I'm so glad that Salman Khurshid appears to be saying that the government will say, let them do whatever they want. We are not concerned.
You're saying it's a flop show, it's irrelevant. Tarun Vijay, respond to what you're hearing, because the BJP doesn't seem to see it as a flop show or irrelevant. In fact, one gets the sense that Baba Ramdev is the mask, the real force behind him are elements of the Sangh Parivar. Is Baba Ramdev an anti-corruption crusader or a political stalking horse being used by the Sangh to target the UPA government?
No, Rajiv, I think the nervousness on the faces of the Congress leaders is quite evident. I think that any fight against corruption should be supported by government and opposition both together, because both have a stake in a clean, corruption-free country. But here, what we are seeing is government is attacking those who are attacking corruption. This shows that the government is not very sincere. Once they touched the feet of Baba Ramdev, gave him the highest state honors and welcomed them on the red carpet, and then lathi charged them, and now every bad word, insulting word, humiliating words are used against those who are fighting just cause of the people.
So you believe the government is guilty of flip-flop?
Politics.
You're saying the government has been guilty of a flip-flop. The same government which rolled out a red carpet to Baba Ramdev 14 months ago.
Flip-flop, but government...
Yes?
Yeah. I mean, this is a government of deception and deceit, because once they use another instrument, the other day they use a different instrument. One day they give a dinner and biryani and lunch to Baba Ramdev, and the other day they give lathis to Ramdev, and they call him names, strong words. Why? What has Ramdev done against the government? He is simply asking, give me a corruption-free country, and he wants the black money stashed in the foreign banks back. What the government has done in the last 2 years to bring back that money.
I'm coming back to Ramdev's agenda in a moment, but Devinder Sharma, you were today seen on stage with Baba Ramdev. You've also shared a stage with Anna Hazare. Would you concede first that there's a credibility question? When it comes to the anti-corruption fight, Ramdev cannot match Anna Hazare, someone who has a series of tax notices against him, whose properties run into hundreds of crores that are being questioned by his critics. Can such a person lead an anti-corruption movement?
Well, first of all, let me look at the flop show thing.
Yes.
You know, I think the biggest flop in this country is the great youth leader, Rahul Gandhi. I know the political parties would not like to accept it, but we all know he's a flop leader. And despite all the everything shown behind him, nothing has worked in this country. Now, having said that, your question as to whether he can lead a movement, I can tell you one thing, that what is Anna demanding, what was Anna demanding, and what is Ramdev demanding are both same basically. You know, they're saying set up an independent committee, make CBI independent. Please let them investigate against Ramdev, against Anna, against Arvind, against Kiran, against me, against anyone for that matter, including the government.
Till the other day, Ramdev was talking about black money. Now he's talking about Lokpal. Now he's talking about CBI's independence. Now he's talking about citizens' charter. It almost seems as if Ramdev now has suddenly discovered that he also wants to take over Anna's agenda.
Rajdeep, I think people have missed his speech which he delivered on June 3 in Delhi when Ramdev and Anna were both on the stage for one day. And there he had said that, you know, the letter that is going to get signed from the Gram Sabhas to the Lok Sabhas would have two major demands. One is the demand for black market, black money. And the second one is the demand for Jan Lokpal. So he has been talking about both the things.
But Devinder Sharma, you didn't answer my question. The credibility of a man who has so many tax notices served against him, whose questions are being raised about the amount of land that has been, whose aide, let me put this, Ramdev's aide Balakrishna's photograph was seen on the stage today with Bhagat Singh and Ramdev. The same Balakrishna who's in jail for allegedly possessing a passport on forged documents. Are those questions not to be raised on credibility?
No denying. Please raise this question. But we are only saying let's have an investigative agency which is independent. Let them investigate. Why not against these 14 ministers? Why not include the Prime Minister in that? Why not? I want to ask. Just because, you know, no government has raised the question against them.
Are you saying these tax notices, these land questions are all of which hand?
Are you saying your own story of, you know, Mr. Patel being involved in that thing is wrong? It is right, but nobody is going to investigate. That's the question.
So you're saying if Ramdev has to be investigate also the ministers.
Please investigate everyone. We are open for that. That's what we demand.
Okay, you are open for the investigation. Yes. Do you also admit though that having Ramdev's aide Balakrishna sharing a poster with the likes of Bhagat Singh and Rajguru was wrong or not?
Well, I'm afraid I didn't see that poster.
You didn't see the poster?
No, I didn't see that poster.
We will show you there. The poster is there on air, sir.
Yeah.
It was there. You can see Balakrishna with do you admit that mistakes were made? It was a blunder.
There were mistakes made. I'm not denying that. After all, there are thousands of posters in the hall in the Ramlila ground today, and there were mistakes made. I'm not denying that. Even Ramdev has accepted that, apologized on the stage today.
Okay, Kumar Ketkar, you've been a critic of Anna. Are you an equally vociferous critic of Ramdev? Because the one thing that we saw today is his undoubted crowd pulling ability. Mani Shankar Iyer may say it's easy to gather a crowd in Delhi, but the fact is, at the end of the day, Ramdev is pulling in people. He has a large following.
Well, I think actually it is like a reality show on TVs, and the first reality show was that of Anna, and now reality show is that of Ramdev Baba and Yogi Ramdev Guru or whatever he is called. And this TV reality show has now become a practice. For last nearly 1.5 years, we have been seeing these reality shows and pretending as if they are representing the whole mass of India, all 1.2 billion people, and we are being told virtually that they represent the entire anti-corruption crusade. But every time they reveal their sort of RSS or Sangha Parivar background, because they camouflage it by saying it Bharat Mata,
Are you saying Ramdev is a mask for the RSS? Are you saying, Kumar Ketkar, that Ramdev is a mask for the RSS? He's only a front?
I am saying that Ramdev Baba is a mask of Sangha Parivar, all told, and Anna also was a mask of the Sangha Parivar. They want to hide behind Anna and behind Ramdev because their own credibility is very low. So they wanted to have somebody like yogis and saints and sons and months to create till 2014 election some kind of a facade, big facade of huge movement, and that is actually becoming a reality show. And now that Anna's wicket has fallen, they have this one down batsman now, Ramdev, who has come after one down of Anna, and basically Anna's was a tragedy, Ramdev's is a farce, which will end up, I think, in a black comedy later on.
Yeah, quick response, Devinder Sharma, since you are a supporter of both Anna and Ramdev, very strong words being used by Kumar Ketkar, saying that first was a tragedy, now is a farce.
I am part of both. You know, I've been a supporter of both, and I think he can also say that I'm an RSS worker or whatever he wants to say. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of people think that whenever Kumar Ketkar speaks, he looks like to be a Congress spokesperson. He puts up a mask. Now, what can we do? These are the kind of allegations that people would put you up to. So I think it is not fair.
Does the Sangh have anything to do with let me put that to Tarun Vijay.
Does the Congress have something to do with the Kumar Ketkar? Every time he's speaking their language.
Okay, so you're saying Kumar Ketkar is a mask of the Congress,
Yeah.
but fair enough, I'll get Kumar to respond to you, but before that, Tarun Vijay, you know, let's focus for a moment on the allegation made. Is Ramdev a front for the BJP? The BJP had a task force on black money. You were in power for 6 years. You did nothing to bring back black money to India. Are you piggybacking on Ramdev? Because maybe he has more popularity than even some BJP leaders today.
No, Rajiv, I must reply to Kumar Ketkar because he has insulted the mass upsurge against the corruption. And he has used very derogatory language. Our Sangh Parivar or the RSS Swayam Sevaks, Pakistanis. Kumar Ketkar is very happy with the Pakistani friends and those who are working against the interests of the country, with those who have been labelled as working for the ISI. And this man is alleging that Ramdev is using RSS and Sangh Parivar. Are they not patriots? Do they not have a constitutional right as a citizen to work for the country? What kind of language Kumar Ketkar is using? I mean, Ramdev has full right to have support from everyone, whether they are from CPI, CPM, Anna's group or BSP or RSS or BJP.
Yes.
Why not? We are citizens and we are voters to the country and we have a constitutional obligation to work to the glory of the country.
Kumar, respond to what Tarun Vijay and Devinder Sharma are saying. They are saying that you cannot denigrate Ramdev simply because maybe elements of the Sangh Parivar are supporting him. The Sangh Parivar are citizens of India.
Language against those who are simply working
actually
to have a
easy
clean
to
India.
answer
Yes.
to respond to
One by one,
Back the black
Tarun,
money.
you've spoken.
He does
I
not
have
know
never said
how to behave on the TV screen.
Okay, one by one. Yes, Kumar, respond.
Rajdeep, I never said that Sangh Parivar is something like Don Dawood Ibrahim's company or something. Sangh Parivar is a body or multiple bodies representing RSS in our country. They have a full democratic right.
No right.
Yes.
Sangh Parivar organizations have full democratic right.
Yes.
Sangh Parivar and all the fronts have full democratic right to protest, to launch anti-corruption movements, even to participate in elections. They have full right. I do not object them. I am merely saying that I am entertained by all their activities, and because the original BJP's credibility is low, they have to have these entertainment shows, they have to have these TV reality shows. I am not insulting Sangh Parivar. They are excellent entertainers. I have been completely convinced that they are better entertainers.
No, hold on. Can we get back to Ramdev? No, can we just get back for a moment? Can we get back? I have to switch off the mic for a moment. Let me come to Manishankar. Let me come back to Ramdev. Mr. Iyer, the issue he has raised, original issue of black money coming from abroad. Do you believe it raises a populist chord at a time when the ruling party is beset with corruption charges? People contrast ministers who have corruption allegations against them, and then Ramdev raises issues of anti-corruption black money. Do you believe he is able to strike a populist chord which should have the government worried rather than be so dismissive of him or indeed of an Anna Hazare?
Every kettle has the democratic right to call the pot black.
Yes.
And this is the case with Baba Ramdev, and the mere fact that Tarun Vijay and the editor of Panchajanya is so enthusiastic in his support for Baba Ramdev completely devalues Baba Ramdev in my eyes. He is welcome as Tarun Vijay is to promote their completely partisan cause. I'm sure they can get a few thousand people around, but I do not believe that this is sufficiently serious to warrant an entire program by Rajdeep Sardesai. But if Rajdeep Sardesai chooses to pick on trivial topics to bring on his extremely important channel, that is his right, but it is my right to regard this as a completely trivial subject.
Why are you so dismissive of the Ramdevs and the Anna Hazares? Are we saying that the people who go to their rallies
they don't
are all
deserve more?
crowds?
As my friend just now said,
yes,
this is tragedy being repeated as farce and going into black comedy. So this is my view.
Okay.
Now you can go to your 5,000 people in Ramlila ground and tell them to shout Jai Jai Rajdeep or Jai Jai Baba Ramdev. But this is really a waste of time.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this is my point of view. you're welcome to have yours.
No, but
Amazing.
okay, you say it's a waste of time, but I want to come down to also why many believe, there are many skeptics of Ramdev, Devinder Sharma, because many of Ramdev's proposals, frankly, seem a bit harebrained, if I am permitted to use the word. No 1,000 rupee notes, no FDI. The fact is that most of the black money is within India, in the real estate sector. It may not necessarily be in Swiss banks. Ramdev offers no real solution to bring back the money. It's easy to sit at Ramleela and say, bring back black money. Do you concede that Ramdev is simply striking a populist chord? He's not offering any real solutions to bring back black money.
Let me tell you something interesting. You know, when 4 ministers were there at the airport to receive Ramdev,
yes.
I was there also.
Yes.
And I remember Pranab Mukherjee telling, when he was the finance minister, telling Mr. Ramdev that you have talked a lot about 1,000 rupee note and 500 rupees note.
Yes.
Please don't talk about it. If I have to do it, I can't make a noise about it. Now look at.
But are we saying, Devinder Sharma, is black money going to come back when you stop 1,000 rupee notes and 5?
I'm just giving you one example. Your question, I'm just giving you one example that the finance minister was actually agreeing. He was saying only you don't make a noise about it, because whenever I need to do, I don't have to announce it make a pre-announcement. Now hold on. Now the second part, Ramdev has been talking about all those issues.
Yes.
Whether it's black money, whether it is Vyavastha Parivartan that he calls, it's talking about agriculture, land acquisition.
But you know, he talks on everything. Few years ago, he was talking on AIDS. Now he even claimed he had a medicine to cure AIDS. Then the health ministry had to intervene. There were question marks over some of the medicinal attributes that he was talking of. Now he becomes an anti-corruption crusader. Suddenly he's trying to reinvent himself to simply stay in the news.
I don't think so. I think if you look at his work, if he was staying only in the news, the kind of crowd that you have seen today wouldn't have been there.
He's a very good business. He's charismatic. He's a charismatic orator. He's a very good businessman. But is he an anti-corruption crusader?
Rajdeep, it's easier to say this. You know, to travel across the country, every day he's on the move, going to villages, holding his meetings, holding his rallies.
He's built a 1,200 crore empire with lots of land around him.
Ambani has a bigger empire. Does he do that?
So
he never does that.
So you're saying that here is a person who started off as a yoga guru, became a businessman, now is an anti-corruption crusader.
He's leading it because he thinks this is the biggest problem the country faces, and we must get rid of corruption in this country. What is wrong in this? I think everyone should join hands in that crusade.
Kumar Ketkar, are you as dismissive as Manishankar Iyer? Devinder Sharma is saying, look, Ramdev at the end of the day has a cross-country network, is going across the country, is raising an issue that touches a chord with people. What's wrong with that? Why dismiss it as a farce?
Well, actually, who is saying that anti-corruption movement should not be there? Nobody is saying anti-corruption movement should not be there. Jayaprakash Narayan launched it. Jayaprakash Narayan was directly in politics. Navnirman was the name of the Jayaprakash Narayan movement. Later on, VP Singh started his own campaign against corruption. So, campaign against corruption has been going on from 1973, again in 1989, and every time there was this movement, there was BJP or RSS. That time BJP was not there at the time of JP movement. It was RSS which was welcomed by JP, and RSS joined formally. Then in 1989, VP Singh government was supported by BJP. BJP knows that its credibility is low. Sangh Parivar knows that its credibility is low. So therefore, they want always another face which will mobilize so-called other people, the so-called neutral people, the so-called middle class, mainly the urban middle class people, and that's a good strategy from their point of view. I have no questions about. You have full democratic right.
So you see it as a Sangh Parivar. You see Ramdev as a Sangh Parivar. You see Ramdev as part of a Sangh Parivar political strategy.
About JP movement. It is a political strategy. Ramdev Baba is in politics. Why is saying that he is not going to be in politics? He says, I am away from politics. What does he mean by he is away from politics? He is talking of Bharat Mata, he is talking of anti-corruption, he wants to change entire system, Vyavastha Parivartan he wants to do. Yes. And he wants to do all these things. He wants to do all these things without being in politics. What the hell are we talking about? He is talking politics, he is conducting politics and says that he wants to be away from politics. That means he wants to be away from political parties. But remember, only 2 years ago, he said he is going to form political party. He is going to contest all 42 seats. He said that on record on your own channel that he will be fighting election. And he wants to change the Vyavastha Parivartan directly by bringing in the clean government, the Yogi government. He was against AIDS. He was against premarital sex, he was against extramarital sex, he was against lesbianism, he was against gays, he was against drinking. He was against so many things. So let him campaign. It will clean our society. It will let him clean the society. And I don't mind cleaning society. I will be very happy to live in a very clean, hygienic society.
Tarun Vijay, I think I'm running completely out of time. Let me give you a final word. Quick final word.
Just a moment. Rajdeep, it's very interesting to find that Kumar Ketkar is speaking the language of the Hosni Mubarak supporters who till the last moment were blind to the Arab Spring. Any government survives on the moral authority to fight the wrongdoers and uphold the right. But here is the government and these people who are attacking those who are attacking the wrongdoers. So they lack sincerity.
So
they are
you
speaking the language of the defeated people
you admit that Ramdev and you are a coalition partners. That Ramdev is part of your wider coalition or not?
Not coalition, No, Rajdeep, every single person in this country who fights against the wrongdoers and the corruption will have our support, as a citizen, not as a political party.
Okay. Mani Shankar Iyer, I hate to leave this without giving you the final word. Mani Shankar Iyer, in hindsight, do you accept that it's the Congress party that created Ramdev a year ago? The finance minister, who is now the president of India, goes to the airport to receive him. 14 months later, you're saying he's irrelevant, inconsequential. Do you concede that this was Lathi Mara? Okay, quick last word, Mani Shankar Iyer. Do you believe this was a failure of your government which has created the Ramdev phenomenon?
It was a ghastly failure of the government. They should never have built up Anna Rahasare. They should never have built up Baba Ramdev, and they did. But fortunately, the people of India rejected the government of India's privileging of these two characters. Yes. Fortunately now, the government of India is back with the people of India regarding these two jokers as irrelevant to the future of our country.
This is completely bad language. Mani Shankar Iyer, this is not expected from you. You can't call people joker. You have to think about your role also. Please, you have to see your role also.
I think
you keep on changing colors. This is not fair. You are a senior politician. Behave like a senior politician.
They are jokers.
You behave like a senior politician. You are not supposed to do all this. This is not fair. Don't teach us this. Don't teach us all this. Don't teach us all this. Don't mislead this country.
I repeat.
Okay, let's leave it
at that. They are jokers.
Okay, let's leave it at that.
They are jokers.
You can go on saying it.
You know, the debate would be far more authentic without using these words. I think you made your point. Let's leave it at that.
Those who are doing this program, they will view who is a joker.
No, let's leave it. Let's leave it for a moment. Devinder Sharma, Tarun Vijay, Kumar Ketkar, Mani Shankar Iyer, appreciate your joining us on the Ramdev debate. We can call it irrelevant, but the fact is that Baba Ramdev has taken political center stage for a number of people. Editor's take, where do we stand? Ramdev has the crowds and the charisma, but the big question, does he really have the credibility to lead an anti-corruption movement? So far, Ramdev has shown himself to be a maverick with a penchant for theatrics. But a sustained anti-corruption movement requires more than just high drama. It needs above all else the highest level of personal integrity. When your key aide is in jail for allegedly forging a passport, when you are being served repeated tax notices, then questions will be raised. Questions that Ramdev must answer if he is to have a future in public life.